that shit's all right. I want to say a little something. I wrote a speech that I want to share with you guys through the journey that I had to go through. I'm trying my best not to make too long, but a lot of stuff happened within a lifetime. Now back in my day, now y'all, since I said that, I'm already knowing like, boy, you ain't 19, you don't have no back in the day. But nah, we all been through something. We all had a lifetime, we all had a story. Everyone has a story, everyone has a purpose, all right? So, firstly, I might just read off of this. I firstly want to thank each and every single one of you for being here and celebrating and supporting me as I charter this new path. Of course, I wanted to thank my parents on their unwavering love and guidance that they have provided for me. Growing up, I wasn't too bad as a kid. I would do normal kid things. In essence, I would go to school, I would go outside, play with my friends, even at nighttime. Now, everyone knows when some street lights come on, it's time to come home, all right? But there was some nights that we'll get away with 10, 15 extra minutes outside, and we always try to figure a way what are we gonna do? Like, we gotta find something to do, we gotta try to make some money, we gotta try to stay outside. Coming into school wasn't as difficult as it is for other kids for me. If I'm being quite honest with each and every single one of y'all, I didn't really care for it. I didn't care to read, I didn't care to learn, I didn't care to write. I didn't care for much. Most I only cared about was what I wanted to do. And I was stubborn. People say I'm stubborn now, but I was way stubborn at an earlier age.
I wonder where you got that from.
Probably my mother, but I'm not gonna say too much. At the age of 10, my parents unfortunately got divorced. That right there changed me in many ways that I didn't think that was going to help me today. Everything my parents have instilled in me at an early age has forced me to mature past my age group. As I got into middle school, I've noticed that as I look around, there's not many people that was like me. Right? I was very unique, I was very different. I was always kind of standoffish, but there have been multiple times where I'll come out into the light and I'll actually express how I feel. And as I started to meet new people, new friends, we grew up with each other, we spent lives with each other. We went on links, we went to the mall, we went to the beach, we did everything together.
Jordan.
Of course, I have my two brothers that was able to make it, Everett and Jordan, so I really do appreciate y'all for being in my life. And I'm already knowing what's going to happen when we get in the future. But we're going to stay locked in, just know. So with that sparked something in me, the desire to start caring. I started to care to read, I started to care to learn, and I started to care to write. I started to care to make new friends. At times, I did not want to make friends because there wasn't nobody that was like me. Moving along in the 7th grade, I had to undergo surgery. At times, I felt depressed. There would be times I wouldn't eat as much, I didn't talk, I barely did my schoolwork. One morning, I woke up, I was looking around my bright room. I had the curtains open and everything. And as I was looking, I saw something. And what I saw was a Christmas gift that my grandmother gave me a year before I went undergo surgery. And it was a quote. And that quote states, "Discipline, not desire, determines destiny." I'll say that one more time. Discipline, not desire, determines destiny. I was like, wow, okay. See, I would always skim past it, but just that one morning, I read it. I'm like, let me put that in my own perspective, right? And I said, I will overcome the surgery. I'll not let this get me down. I'll not let this pull me down like an anchor on a ship.
Come on, son. Come on, talk it. Okay.
And I said, there's nothing in this world, I don't care what it is or who it is, it's not going to stop me. And it didn't. I overcame it. In 8th grade, everything that my parents taught me, I started putting my own style. That I knew that would be beneficial for me. Now, of course, not hate on their style because they're their own individual people. but I need to find the person that I'm going to be, right? So, in 2019, that's when COVID struck globally. By the raise of hands, who was affected by it? Go ahead, raise your hand. Go ahead, raise your hand. Who was affected by COVID? See, look around. Look around, folks. Everyone was affected, including me. Including me, everyone was affected. In the economy world, it was shot out the sky by COVID. The markets went down, stocks went down, but crime unfortunately went up. We suffered from depression. We suffered from suicides. We suffered from robberies. And we suffered from killings. But if you look to your left and right, everyone, even those who are not here, we still made a way to overcome COVID. We still found a way to figure this thing out. No matter how difficult it may have been, no matter if we was losing hope, no matter if you felt like everything was going to end, but if you look around right now, you take a moment to thank everyone, to thank yourself, to give yourself grace that you made it here. You overcame COVID. And in 9th grade, the only thing that I made a memory of was meeting my NJRTC instructors. Unfortunately, they could not make it because they are in Leadership Academy, but it's all right. I would still wish them that they was here. Lieutenant Commander Wilson and Senior Chief Fields. That night before meeting them, I ran into my mother's room, demanding her to teach me how to do facing maneuvers, how to salute, how to do parade rest, and all the above.
And what she do when she got out of bed?
And she got out the bed. She was hurting, and she got out the bed, and she helped me learn facing maneuvers. She helped me with parade rest. She helped me with salutes. So, once we was done, right, I was so excited. I left out her room, I almost broke the door because I closed it so hard. I jumped down 4 or 5 steps just to go downstairs, right? And I'll go in the middle of the kitchen because that's the only part that we had wooden floors. And I will go in the middle of the floor, and I will drill and command my own self. I'll be just like this.
Left, face, right, face, up, out, face, left, face.
And I would do just that. I'll keep on doing it, because I wanted to perfect it. I wanted to be the best first year cadet I could possibly be, right? And with that, I even did some, I'm good, I appreciate it though. I wanted to make sure that I was gonna be the best. I even do salutes, I even do hand, whoa, hold on, I'm jumping back, that's the RTC in me, my bad. I didn't even know what hand salute was, or parade honor, so I would just do it, right? So I would go in front of a mirror in a downstairs bathroom, and I would just salute in front of the mirror again, and again, and again, and again. I stayed up probably 30 minutes just practicing on facing maneuvers, parade rest, all sorts of stuff, salutes, all of that.
Why you take your shoes off though?
Just so I could demonstrate the facing maneuvers. Couldn't mess up the Louboutins. You know how it is.
All right now.
Yeah. In 10th grade, I already knew what I wanted to do with my future. Now, 10th grade, most students, kids don't know what they want to do with their future. But I was just one of those unique ones that I already knew what was going to be my future endeavors. So, I already knew I wanted to be a Navy. I want to go Navy. But now, also that I want to go in the Navy, but I want to become a naval officer. Now, I'm not too well, everyone in this room should know that both my parents, they're vet Navy, baby. So you already know where I'm gonna go to. Now, not to say the other branches are bad, but they're not the Navy. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Not the Navy.
That's
No
right.
hate to as someone that's been in different branches, there's no hate to y'all. We all have a final objective, the final agenda, right? And that's to serve this country. Believe it or not, in 10th grade, when I did say I want to become a naval officer, I was looking into the Naval Academy. Now, when I was looking into Naval Academy, I was like, oh man, this rigorous training, so much you gotta do, and it excited me. And it sparked something in me to keep on going. I always love a good challenge, especially when the odds are in my favor. Because once you overcome it, you get that good feeling in yourself that you're like, wow, I really just did this. And ain't nobody gonna tell me otherwise. I don't care who it is, you know? So moving on into the 11th grade, I did even more digging into the Naval Academy. And the more I kept reading about it, I started to realize that the Naval Academy wasn't the place that I needed to go to. So, as a result, I started looking into the ROTC programs. Already excelling in my NJROTC unit, my instructors, Senior Chief and Commander, they helped me prepare for the ROTC program by judging everything that I did. No matter if I walk funny, no matter if I walk, talk, I could do anything. They get on me the way that I dress or the way I talk. Even if it wasn't in a professional setting or if I wasn't around anyone, they will still criticize what I do. And every time there's something, I don't know if y'all know, it's kind of a military term, urban camouflage. Man, I love for those who don't know, urban camouflage are basically all white tees. And I will wear all white tees because all white goes with everything, white, black, neutral colors, or whatnot. Every time I wear a urban camouflage, I'll have to do 75 push-ups. No matter, there'll be other cadets that be wearing a white tee, and I'm the only one that's doing push-ups. So I was like, yo, and sometimes I forget. So it'll be one day it was 75, another day it'll be 95, a day it would be 120. It got so bad that I got up to 325 push-ups. 325 push-ups just for a shirt. I was mad. But knowing me, of course, I had to do it because I didn't let it stop me. Senior, on the other hand, was the worst of them all, of them two. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even if you did something right, he will assign you a task. I'll complete the task, all right, cool, that's what he trained me to do, that's what I learned. I'll do it. But it's always this one thing that he will say that I did not do it correctly. Knowing I did do it correctly. He was like, there are three ways. There's the correct way, there's the wrong way, and there's the Navy way. Okay. So every time that I did something right, it's wrong. And I would just look at, he knew I would get upset every single time. And I would just look at him, gritting my teeth like this. Just like that, I did not say nothing. He was like, son, you're gonna realize one day in your time that what I'm doing now is gonna benefit you. So that's why I knew that he was trying to prepare me for my future. My 12th grade year was the most exciting part of being in school. Not only because it was the last year of school, but the memories I had within that very year. During the summer, Lieutenant Commander Wilson, he had to resign and move up to become the Area 4 manager of the NROTC programs, right? And right around about that time, Senior, he was just by himself. So me knowing Senior, I know how irritated he could be when things don't go his way. So everyone he'll try his very best not to say something to a cadet, and they just take him off the wrong way. But he loved his job so much, he didn't let that stop him. In October, we're on the street, we was getting another commander. I was like, okay, I don't really know how this is gonna go, but we'll see. So, one day, he came into class, he introduced himself. And after following his introduction, he asked for questions. Does anyone have questions? You know how introductions go, just trying to see what the questions are. I asked them these very specific questions that are following. My first question was, now mind you, we're in a class. That's all mine is. They're first years, second years, 3 years. We're in a classroom, all right? Freshmen, sophomores, all that. So I asked them, What motivated you to pursue a career in the Navy? And how has your journey shaped your skills? Hold on. What motivated you to pursue a career in the Navy, and how has that journey shaped your leadership skills? That was my first question. My second question was, how do you foster innovation and adaptability within your team? Now that right there, that stunned everyone, I ain't gonna lie. I was looking around like, yo, they looking at me like, what type of question you just asked? And my final question was, what do you believe are the key skills and attributes that will be essential for a future naval leader? And the look on his face was priceless. He was stunned. I asked him the very questions, almost like I was interrogating him. I had to figure out what type of person he was. I had to pick his mind. I had to see how he was going to respond to these very questions. That's why I asked those specific questions. But the way he responded was actually the most funniest thing ever. The reason why he joined was the funniest because, well, I don't want to put it blast, but you want to understand if I don't tell you. Real reason why he joined the Navy is because he was messing with this chick, and she went to the Navy, and then she went cheated on him, so he messed with her sister. He said that in front of the whole class. I'm like, I am going to enjoy this man. I'm not going to lie. If he's that bold and honest, hey, he's a person that you want to have in your corner. So everyone rolled out, busting out laughing. And I knew the way that he answered, that drew me to his style of leadership. As far as right now, I'm a proud graduate of Kecoughtan High School. Thank you. And I'm also proud to be a student at Tuskegee University, majoring in computer engineering, minor in marketing, and soon to be a future intelligence naval officer of class 2028. Again, I really do appreciate y'all for coming out and listening to what I had to say, listen to my speech. I hope the food was good. Hopefully we'll turn up after this. And thank you and love you all.